I'm Russell.
And I'm Leo. This is Spitball. Welcome to Spitball, where three cyber crusaders and a guest empty our heads of startup and tech product ideas that we have stuck up in there so you can all have them for free. Anything we say is yours to keep. And Scott, I believe you brought our guest this week.
I did. I am very excited to introduce Della. So Della, we've worked with before. She's an entrepreneur and plant genetics enthusiast. She's founded the company Rebel Cultures, where her team is building the Plant Replicator. It's a device that lets you clone clean, healthy plants just outside of the traditional lab.
Whoa.
Della's been through every part of the startup world, from the napkin sketches all the way through securing funding for her ever-growing company. So Welcome, Della.
Welcome.
Thank you. Awesome to be here.
This is going to be so fun. And this week, as we were doing pre-show warm-ups, you mentioned that you have 4 ideas, I think you said, from this morning to now, which rules.
She was built for this.
Yeah, it's really 4.5. One's
fantastic.
Really, really out there.
That's so great. So why not kick off this week with a game of Intramurals, where we throw out our half ideas that we don't feel like deserve a full pitch, but maybe have a little bit of legs and need a little juice to get all the way there. So who wants to kick us off?
I would love to start this one.
You would love to start this one. No, Scott, do it. Hit us.
Awesome. This definitely can't be a full idea, but I can't stop thinking about it. I recently got back from a work event where something cool happened at work, and it was the entire company's one room, and everyone started clapping, and it was great. And then the founder went up there and he's like, okay, that was really cool. I think we can use this to make some sales. So I need everyone to sit back down, and I'm going to yell out a couple of potential customers of people that we've been trying to entice. And I'm just going to say, welcome to the customer, and then I'm going to pan the camera and everyone's going to clap for them. We did this 10 times in a row for just different groups of people, and he changed the name every time, and the crowd just went nuts every time. So I'm like, can we do crowds as a service? Where we just get a bunch of people in one spot and we all have them do something, but we speed round it and we work out all the logistics and have it all planned out for one day. And I can't get further than that. But that's
happy birthday cameos or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You have a huge crowd. You go through 1 million birthdays and everyone chants that name for 5 seconds, and then you move on to the next one.
That's great.
I just want my LinkedIn profile to be updated to me looking like I'm speaking to a crowd. You know what I mean? Just get me, put me in front of that.
The TED Talk pose.
Yes.
That's a great one.
With the cool background. Boom. Send it. I'd pay for that.
And you can get it you have the keychains at the little gift shops with all the names on it, but you can just buy the audio file where people are cheering for you.
Scott, yeah!
Yeah, exactly.
That's my voicemail.
It doesn't matter what it's spelled like either. That's the best part. It's not the wrong spelling of Aiden,
I think my phone's going off. Scott! Sorry, hold on 1 second.
It's truly 10,000 people yelling it. I like it.
That's great.
I love that. So I've got one.
Yeah, hit me.
So when you're conceptualizing signing on a big partner, you don't need to do this for a small client, but you really want to vet how somebody is on their worst day, not just their best day, if you're going to be doing a multi-year project with them. I was thinking about this in the business realm, but it could be friendships, could be any sort of partnership, could be a romantic relationship. I think we need to have a worst day simulator where you get to basically test to see how this person reacts in the absolute worst circumstances. And then the curtains come up at the end and you're like, oh no, it's fine. This was a pre-planned worst day simulator. Don't worry about it. We both get to keep our hands clean. I did not pick this terrible idea. And it's just fine. You're just oh, haha, so glad we made it through that together. And then you can decide if you want to, risk having that worst day again in real life.
If you don't see me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Literally,
Yeah, right.
Literally, though.
That's
you
amazing.
can't wait 6 months for that to happen or whatever. Just throw it out there week 2.
Because by nature, if you're having the bad day, that's when you don't want to realize the person can't handle it. Yeah.
Yes.
In a past job I had, we would design factory lines, like what each station is doing, what the person is doing on them. And we always had this one guy who would come up to us after and be like, you are designing this for that person having the worst day ever. Like anyone can do it on a good day, but you got to make sure that they can do it on a bad day. And I think that would be perfect for this. He would be over the moon for this idea.
Yes.
I've heard that for drunkenness. The user is drunk. Everything, they can't read anything. They like pictures. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like bad days.
Android has an API where you throw the monkey slamming on the keyboard simulator at it, where like you have your app open and you just random inputs, backspaces, touchscreen, whatever, and that can be simulated. Like, can my app withstand someone just like
A child
doing nonsense to it without it like freezing or breaking or whatever? Yeah, exactly. And so there's an API that's is user monkey.
That's awesome.
It cracks me up.
Man, how could you simulate a bad day like for somebody just like on an app or something? You're just like,
Oof.
I don't know that it's on an app. Have you guys seen like Parks and Rec? Okay, so it's like the disaster preparedness. Like you open the folder and you're simulating like what is it, like bird flu?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And it's just like, all right, so it is sort of like a choose your own adventure. You like pull a random card and you're like, do this, do this, do this. And then after all of that happens, you can be like, see, the card told me to do that. So it can be very
Right.
analog. It's really just a deck of cards of terrible things to do to somebody.
Whoa.
Yes.
This was all a test.
oh, like a board game kind of style, right? Like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
shoot, that'd be
Like
fun.
emergency response teams will do the simulations where there's a mock building burning down or a shooter or whatever, and yeah, there's real value to red teaming that, running that through.
Right.
Man, that's cool. That'd be a board game. Worst day ever simulator.
Oh no.
Sold.
Yeah. But only one person can be in on it. It has to be a single blind knot.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's a test.
Right.
All good relationships have the one party trying to test the other without them knowing. That's healthy.
All right, Leo, what's yours?
I recently got together with some friends from high school, and this is a group that I don't see too often, right? And so a big part of the sitting around the campfire is reminiscing about, hey, I wonder what so-and-so's up to nowadays, and I haven't heard from them in a while and stuff. I want access to Ancestry.com, but for any arbitrary group of people, like you went to high school with this group, or you haven't heard from that a cappella group you were in, or whatever, where you can like suck in, you have their contact from 10 years ago. So I have what might be their phone number, plus that can be looking at LinkedIn, and it can be looking at if they have a Facebook or other social media, and it can be pulling in from other. So the genius of Ancestry.com is as people use it, other people benefit, right? So if you go and you list who your great grandfather was, other people using the service might also find that that's their uncle or whatever. So if as you are putting in the details about this into my Ancestry for Friends grinder, perhaps it would help, like, oh, that other user knows that they got married and their name changed, or oh, they actually live 2 towns away from where you are right now, or whatever. We were kind of doing this by hand, like scrolling through Facebook or whatever. No, they don't have a Facebook. Oh, well, maybe we did find that they have a whatever, and it'd be cool if I could automate that somehow, right? Ancestry
Cool.
for Friends.
That's cool. Just connect to all your existing logins,
Yeah.
your phone contacts, boom. CRM.
Seems like an AI agent, something could poke around and just kind of Google people's names, see what they can find in the white pages or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of like why you would actually want to go to a high school reunion.
Russell's up.
Yeah. Why don't you go next? Russell, what do you got?
All right, my intramural is really crazy. It involves synthetic dopamine. So every time.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so you know how every idea has this oh, if only we could gamify this so that we can work out more or we can eat our vegetables.
Sure.
Skip all of that. Go straight to the brain with some synthetic dopamine hits whenever you meet your goals, right?
Okay.
Truly So, like, you get a little patch, like those insulin patches. This is why it's an intramural. Stick it right on your arm, right? Same spot.
Like an insulin pump, maybe?
Yes.
Dial in, yeah.
Maybe a little less than an insulin pump because it's dopamine. So, and then every time you check an item off your list, app sends a message to your little dopamine patch. Boom. Now you're straight addicted to completing the work, working out. You have truly biohacked your brain.
Dopamine.
Through dopamine. Like that's what you're doing anyway, right?
Does dopamine go in the blood? Or does it stay in the brain?
The engineers will figure it out later.
That's right. That's I think, you get a little Neuralink, okay? You get a little Neuralink in there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is why it's... But...
You're going to have a lot of human rights violations pretty quick on here, but I love where it's going.
Okay,
so what got me thinking about this was when my wife was having a baby, they pump you with progesterone, which is a form of oxytocin, a synthetic oxytocin. So, I mean, if you can't do dopamine, you could do that. I think it's like the love drug or whatever. Like, just fall in love with your Asana emails, or your task list. Like, just pump a little oxytocin into the bad parts of your day so you truly just love what you're doing. I'm sure there's some deregulated country or where you could totally do that, and I think why not?
I think you could probably get a lot of corporate sponsorships. They would save a ton of money on things like ice cream socials and work-life balance.
that's true. I thought you were saying
Della?
a lot of corporations might be interested in it because then there's a great advertising opportunity. Every time I drive by Arby's, it gets a little shot right to the arm. Boy, I love Arby's so much. That is the dystopian hellscape that you have open possibility to.
Free Arby's for a year if you plug in. Okay. Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, my real idea for tonight is actually weirdly close to this. So I can't believe that you said that. It's perfect.
Well, that's a perfect segue then.
Perfect
Della,
segue.
you must go first, please. I insist. Della, what is the idea that you've brought for us this evening?
Okay, so here's the idea. And it's a little bit of a departure from Russ's in that where he's maybe suggesting that we increase dopamine. I am proposing somewhat of a dopamine torpedo.
Okay.
So dopamine torpedo works a little bit like this. So, those in the early 2000s, those low-res computer pranks you'd play on your friends where you focus really hard on this little minivan driving down a hillside. It's winding through the hill. It's driving through some trees. And then all of a sudden, your face is just inches from the screen and you experience the worst jump scare of your life.
Yes.
And it just makes you want to throw your computer out the window, smash it into a million pieces. It makes you need to leave the room. You want nothing to do with it. You're not just gonna go do the next thing on the computer. It's like you want to be a mile away from that as fast as possible because what if it comes back?
Yeah.
Today, we are spending 3.5 hours a day, literally inches from our screen. How are we not capitalizing on this to deregulate our addiction to our phones? So we have all of these, it kicks you off after a certain amount of time, but you're still left wanting it at that moment. So it's like setting a limit for how many cigarettes you can have in a day instead of making you not want the cigarette. So dopamine torpedo, I am proposing.
This is an operating system feature. Yeah, man.
every say 10 seconds of active activity where you're interacting with something on your screen, every maybe 5 to 10 minutes, there's a coin flip on whether or not you'll get this just horrendous, unpredictable jump scare.
Sure.
So it's got to be so worth it, whatever you're doing, that you're willing to just ruin your day to remain on your phone for longer than you need to. It doesn't activate if you're just trying to watch a movie on a flight or something and you're just using your attention span appropriately to just watch a thing. But like if you're scrolling, if you're like doing a whole bunch of stuff, then yeah, you're going to have an experience that's going to make you want to direct your attention elsewhere.
So genius.
Every minute you're on TikTok, the probability of it just goes up
2%,
a little bit.
3%.
Right. Exactly. Ooh. Exactly.
Both Apple
That's terrifying. Knowing that it's going to happen more and more likely. Yeah.
I'm being held at gunpoint by my phone. Yeah.
It's like a roulette, and the odds are not in your favor, but the odds are in your favor for re-regulating your brain.
Totally.
Quality life. Yeah.
Quality of life.
A couple of years ago, both Apple and Google made a really big deal about the digital wellness things they were trying to push. Like, this is the time we're going to get, introduce these screen time and family parental monitoring and lock yourself out of stuff, make your phone black and white, all those little features. But this is the, nuclear bomb version, man. That rules.
Yeah.
It's going to work.
You can get vibration involved as well. It's just like a multi-sensory experience.
Oh, man.
It turns the volume all the way up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You override system volume. Absolutely.
Dude, throw a battery pack on there, little shocks,
Yeah.
on the, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, charges your phone and shocks you every randomly 10 seconds.
Right.
I'm picturing the light version of this.
Case that would emit a terrible smell or some goo or something if you have sensory issues.
Just old mushrooms. Just
there's ketchup all over my bed. Damn it.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Is that a worm? Nope, that's
incredible.
I think I would install this. I actually would install it. And then every once in a while, it's just an ad, just to keep the money generating. It's like nothing more terrible than a freaking ad,
Right.
Liberty Mutual Insurance! Whoa!
Right. Well, and the number of completely unhinged jobs that this creates as well, because we get habituated to things so quickly. So you have to come up with things that are increasingly more scary. And I fear for the personalization aspect of it. If it starts pulling from oh, look at this terrible picture of you when you were 13. It's just flashing at you in the face. You're just it's horrible. Get it away from me.
Yeah.
I'd rather be dead
The
than see that
settings
again.
have things for gore and for all of it. Totally.
Cringe texts, the worst text you've ever sent, just on your screen.
That it does send to somebody.
Oh, no.
Locked and loaded if you don't.
Just anything we can do to keep you off your phone.
Locked out of that one that's ready to go to your ex. Oh, no.
It's a text from your mom. It says, "Did you mean to send this?"
Yeah, right.
Oh, did you mean to? Oh, just from the top?
Oh, man.
Della, whoa, you're diabolical.
This is sadistic.
And how much I care. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's sadism for better of humanity. It's for good.
Somehow it's better than spending your time, your free time, your limited free time on a thing that doesn't feel good and doesn't help people.
Yeah.
Nope, we're just going to dig into our brain in the amygdala and get that core guttural reaction of fear. That's how we're going to solve the world's problems.
So, Russell, how does this pair with your...
It's amazing.
or are they competitors in the market?
So after you drop your phone on the ground screaming, you get hit with a dopamine hit because you're away from your phone. Really, send the mood swing all the way to the positive,
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's we could partner.
It could be a good way for you to finally feel not drawn to your phone. If that happens to you 2 times, that is a different relationship that you have with this object now.
Right.
Yeah. That's not just altering the behavior while the app is on. That's permanently changing the way I feel about it.
Right.
Tune the fear to a person too, because you have accelerometers in your phone. You can see how big the jump is from that. Be what does this person react to? How can we make this as horrible as possible to them?
All this has to do is terrify you 3 or 4 dozen times and starts to really get to know you.
Right. Right.
I think the add-ons of you can put mouse traps in the back. Just go full hardware with it, right?
Yeah, cut a finger off. Yeah.
I'm that addicted. You know what I mean? This is the yeah.
Dude, what if this is a parental control setting? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Bob is not coming down for dinner, so you have 2 minutes or I'm sending a thing. Boom. Ah! You hear it like from the other room. I said get downstairs.
Dinner time.
Yeah, exactly.
Your number one investor is going to be like big therapy for all the trauma this is going to induce.
Yes. No, it's
Fisher
going to be
prices.
phone companies because people are going to have to buy a whole bunch of new
Yeah, right.
phones.
Toss it in a lake. Jesus! Oh!
You break, I fix. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like
Assurian.
waterproof, drop-proof phone case companies like OtterBox
Oh, yeah.
would sponsor this.
Amazing.
We do awards for idea that's most likely to change the world. Maybe not for the better, but change the world. I'd vote this one.
That's it, man.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We got to play into the fear aspect of the human psyche, you know?
Well,
Yeah, amygdala.
people are doing something unhealthy. You really have to trick them out of it sometimes.
Shock sites as a service.
I did look up like dopamine regulation services, like apps, and all I could find was like lockouts from things, but it's just like you still want more.
Sure.
Right.
We need to change it so you don't want more.
Yeah.
Dopamine Torpedo.
It's such a good name,
Yeah.
too. You came named, and it's like, I have no notes. 10 out of 10 improvement.
10 out of 10.
All right, Russell, what do you got this week?
So this idea might be more of an intramural, but it's whatever. So I'm sitting at Starbucks. I've been going to Starbucks lately a lot just because I don't want to make coffee. And every time I take out my phone, I do the tap to pay, okay? And I thought, sitting in the drive-thru, why do I have to do this every time? Why can't I just have on my side mirror, okay, a tap to pay, a rewards app, all of that good stuff, right?
Duct tape a credit card.
Yes.
Boom, done.
So
Okay.
this is a little bit more of the corporate friendly side because as a corporate entity, I can track that car that goes through, I can associate it to their orders, rewards points, you do the loyalty program thing, right?
Yeah.
And like as a customer, I don't have to take out my phone, or maybe there's some extra benefits to this. Other than that, simply put, it'd be like an NFC tag. You stick right on there, and now everything's good to go. You go full country club with it, right? Convenience at its finest. Oh, Mr. Russell, I see you've made it to the drive-thru again. Your regular order? Yes, Jarvis, Starbucks man. I would like the Pike's Place venti with an extra shot today. It kind of creates a little bit more of that personalization too, which would be kind of cool. I don't know how like a McDonald's would use this because I just think there's a lot of soullessness in there, but maybe it could bring it back, right? Create a little bit more relationship at maybe like a drive-through or a bank teller or that kind of thing, right? Yeah, that's
I did a McDonald's breakfast with the app recently. I hadn't done that in a couple years, and man, it's so tedious. I don't know how. Do they expect everyone doing this to do this while driving to the McDonald's? Is that the idea?
in the car.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone is doing, whether they acknowledge it or not. But it is awful trying to like poke through the rewards, whatever. Which daily deal do you want to redeem today? And it's like a freaking like a children's game on my phone just to get a McMuffin.
I love
Crazy.
that app because I get dollar coffees all the time on the McDonald's.
But you know what would be better? You drive up with your side view mirror thing, and then instead of having to communicate your code RF67 or whatever, you just like, it's there. You've been read. I love that.
And I wonder if you could even have a little bit more of a two-way exchange where, they are catering to you. You feel very posh, like you are known. Maybe you could help them as well by, let's say you leave a really good review. It'll show them like the nice thing you said last time you went through so that they feel some kinship with
Ooh,
you. And you
nice.
feel like you're already friends, like it's your favorite barista and they're happy to see you as well.
This is like
awesome.
Disney Worlds. They're whispering in the cast member's earpiece that it's your birthday today kind of levels.
Exactly.
And stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, it's your birthday coming up. Blah, blah. That would be awesome. Your anniversary, right? Just like, why not? And it can go anywhere your card goes, right?
So then are businesses paying to get access to the system? Is that the business model here? You could have like customers get the tag for free, and then the Starbuckses of the world have to like subscribe to get the readers to be able to like get at the customer data or whatever, you know?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a broker.
It turns into like Google Analytics of, oh, they shop at these places,
Exactly.
so now you can advertise to them.
Because I do not want to have... Everyone hates having 15 fast food apps on their phone. You don't want to have 15 tags all stuck to the side view mirror.
Yeah, just be
that
one.
one's my Wendy's one, and that one is my... right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be one universal. It'd be like the Gold Club, kind of options, right? Yeah, exclusive.
AARP, yeah.
Yes. I mean, why not, right? Yeah.
I want some kind of card that gives me discounts everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I'm not able to like steal this off your car and run up to a McDonald's and get something, am I? Or like take a reader and go to all the cars in a parking lot and charge them for a small coffee.
That's Mike. That's Andrea. That's Derek.
Your phone will catch on fire because of our Della's app when you do that. So,
Well, it's fine because our cars are all like looking at our faces anyway,
Well,
right?
that's true.
So like it's not going to work unless it's actually you or your partner.
That's
Like
true.
Two-factor it or something. Whenever the
Right.
car keys are not near it, or
Your
whenever the
phone's
car's
gotta
not
be with
started,
them, yeah.
it doesn't have power
Oh,
or
boom.
something.
Right.
There
So if
you
your
go.
16-year-old steals your car and tries to get a double quarter pounder, it won't work.
That's my quarter pounder, son.
thanks for picking it up, right? Yeah, I guess this would be cool for like parking garages and that kind of stuff too. Just like the convenience of that, never having to pull a ticket out, push it back in, it just scans and goes, right? I think they have probably
Essentially the
something like
iPass, the toll booth system, but for all businesses, isn't it? I know iPass is kind of moving away from the like physical hardware to a camera and license plate based system.
Well, that could be really interesting too because iPass, I think you can preload a certain budget as well. So your thing could tell you, hey, you are low on fast food budget for this month based on what you preloaded it.
It's a wellness
And
program.
then right. So it's like super frictionless to spend your budget and then higher friction to go above your budget.
Yeah.
You want to add another $10? Oh, there's a 3-minute cooldown, and you have to drive
Right.
around. Yeah, right.
Right. Then you have to go to like a Smoothie King
Oh,
and
tropical smoothie, please, right? Yeah, only. This would be good for because I was like, I don't do a lot of like I do some drive-throughs, but I do a lot of like side store pickups, right? So like when they deliver the food, they can tap, transactions done, boom, right?
Curbside.
Curbside, that's it. Yeah, curbside. That could work too. Just to verify, like a verification thing and all that jazz.
Does it have a name? Catchy name? That's usually your bread and butter, Russell.
Yeah,
So
there's
you want a
some
mirror. Objects in mirror may
Side
look large.
mirrored.
sidecar.
Sidecar's good.
that's a healthcare insurance alternative.
Better sidecar.
Not for long.
Yeah.
Sidecar 2.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Double car.
Genius.
Double quarter
car.
pounder.
No, it's
Double car.
race through. Like I'm trying to think, like drive through, but like speed, fast pass.
Turbo order.
This is work. Something like that. We'll have to.
It's there.
We'll have to
We'll
AI
focus
it.
group.
That's what
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Put that in the focus groups.
Scott, what do you got for us this week?
This too was also an intramural, but we have a plant
A
expert
graduate.
and an audiophile on, so I figure let's just run with it and see what happens. So that same work event that I was telling you about earlier, they also ended that night on a karaoke night, and I haven't done one of those in probably a decade. But it got me thinking though, and I recently saw a YouTube where a guy was just taking, hard tangent, a bunch of electrodes, putting it on plant leaves and running a current through it and spitting it out to a MIDI file. And I'm like, that's awesome. So I'm thinking, can you combine those two things and have a karaoke plant? Something that you actually have different electrodes on. Maybe you can different plants have different sounds and coming, bioelectrical signals coming out of this. Please correct me if I'm completely wrong on this, but can different plants essentially play different tunes? And I find some cool combination of plants that all kind of mesh together.
Oh.
Obviously, you're going to be doing a little bit of auto-tune with the synthesis out of this coming out, but I feel like you could have some fun with this.
Yeah, Della, can plants sing?
What's the best singing voice
This does
of a plant?
exist.
What?
This does exist. Yes. I was
more.
actually even at an event with one recently where this was happening.
What
What
exactly
does it
were
look
they
like?
doing?
So they are, like Scott was saying, you can clamp these electrodes onto the leaf and they will respond to sound and touch. And the electrodes are hooked up to an amp. So when the guitar player was playing along with them and when the crowd was clapping, you could hear the sound changing and
That's
coming out of the
awesome.
app.
And that's based off of electrical signals. That's not
Yes.
like just the waves of sound hitting it, therefore making it amplified or something.
Right.
Really?
So could I hook this onto like the stem of a large plant and then tap the leaves like a MIDI drum and play some steel drums or something on it?
It's not going to be like a one-to-one. Like the plant's going to read it a little differently based on what the plant is and kind of what's going on with it electrochemically.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we need an at-home version.
Yeah.
My Boston fern has got like a full piano on every leaf.
I'm always saying that. Wasn't that the tagline of the product, I think? A full piano.
A piano every leaf.
I like that. It's definitely like there's a strong potential for conservation angle there. Like, oh, you can hear them. They're a little bit more anthropomorphized now. It's very Avatar.
Mm,
Yeah.
Very Avatar.
it is.
Could you make them talk? Like, kind of like, I don't know,
Whoa.
screams? Yeah, sorry, I'm going back to horror.
Screams.
This is a
So you clamp a
Dopamine
few of
Torpedo
these
episode.
in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, and when the loggers come, it starts screaming.
I guess,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Or just, I need to water my plant, so it starts.
Right.
Yeah.
So thirsty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. So is it like for caring for the plant better, or is it for the entertainment angle on the karaoke stage? Because I feel like the sounds that you're asking it to emit are going to be a little different. Like, what signals are you trying to optimize for?
Right.
Don't mix those two.
Maybe plant death metal is a genre waiting to be discovered.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your fern?
This would be cool, like a botanic gardens, like a special event,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like,
Super niche, but still.
yeah, you
I like
travel
that.
around with all your equipment, you plug in for like a couple days or a week-long event. They pay you to show up, boom, boom, right? Now, the season pass holders now can hear the sound of their favorite plant that they always go to see, right?
Mhm.
That's
That's
cool.
true.
You guys hear the latest single from the Four Petunias? Man, they slap.
The Four Petunias. What a quartet.
My playlist on Spotify, yeah.
Yeah, love them.
All right, Della, what would be the best sounding and worst sounding plant?
I don't know. I think, the worst sounding plant, probably one that's just having a really bad time, a really bad day.
Mites or something?
Might,
The emerald ash borer.
Oh.
No.
yeah, slow death, or like the death of a brother or sister tree nearby. They just like feel it slowly. And they're like, I'm gonna just be declining for the next 15 years before
Oof.
I fall over, I guess.
Yeah.
Mozart's Requiem.
It's a requiem.
I don't know if they mind it though. I think they're just like okay with it because they're like, yeah, I'm like gonna be a habitat and food for forever. So I think they like get things that we probably don't. That's
Dang.
probably
So
not the
play-
answer you wanted at all.
We'll need your plant translator. We'll
Oh, yeah.
start working on that.
Yeah, it's just as easy as the dog one and the cat one, right? It's way easier than that.
You would make a lot of crazy people really happy if you could turn sounds and signals into words. Like,
yeah.
definitely try to figure that one out.
Doesn't even have to make sense, right? It just it just needs to have letters. and
Numerology.
sounds.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out eventually.
It's a horoscope.
I think plants with like different size leaves, Scott, would be like the ones that sound really cool. Bunch of variety of, and then the ones that are boring.
They got the full octaves.
Right, or like big old, I don't know, maybe a weeping willow, dude. That's the one. Sorry.
Whoa.
That's the one that's going to sound amazing.
The weed plant just plays Bob Marley when you plug it in.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
All right, Leo, what do you got this week?
All right. Have you seen the cool things that people have made with projectors and Xbox Connects or other 3D cameras? So people make like sandboxes where it's interactive. There's a projector shining down on the sand and you make a valley and then the projector shows like water trickling over your sand that's not really there or things like that. I had an epiphany recently. You ready for this one? Xbox Connect projector system in the kitchen. You're mounting it to the ceiling. It's shining down on your counter. You've got your recipe. You've got what looks like a bento box with like sections. You're putting your 2 pounds of potatoes over here, and then it's putting a little check mark. You're putting your half a gallon of boiling water over on this side over here, and okay, you got that part, great. Now go, it says right on the counter, preheat the oven next to 350. I'm talking interactive recipes that guide you by showing you where to put stuff, when to do stuff, that like holds your hand through it. It can be for like a cooking class. It can be for your own personal organization needs. It can be, there's a spot in our houses where it sucks to use technology, and that's when you're covered with like chicken grease in your hands and you don't want to like manipulate that iPad with the recipe on it or whatever, right? 3D projector Connect cameras. It's right there, guys. You could have it all hands-free. Voice control, I don't care. Gesture control, whatever. I want to have this be a Tony Stark interface for my cooking.
Whoa.
I love it.
That's cool.
Giant virtual buttons projected down, and I can tap and do all the things on them with just my greasy hands.
It's already on the counter.
That's really cool.
I want a 14-inch pizza. Oh, here's 14 inches. Boom, circle right there. Or, I don't know.
When I'm doing something wrong, right? That dough is too wet. Put more flour.
You're going to go line up that big yam that you need to cut into half-inch thick things.
Laser
So it's
grid.
putting lines across it. Boom, 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 or whatever. Augmented reality.
Julianne, right?
No, dummy, hold it like this, not like that.
I like it.
Like guiding you.
Would it also come with all of the tools that you need so that it would have like the chips inside, or do you buy like a set of chips? Like you can buy labels for your spice jars.
Oh, yeah, sure. That could be a monetization strategy. I was thinking because it's optical and camera based that you wouldn't need anything proprietary to read it, but I mean, maybe you have to like scan in the 12 ingredients that you know you're going to need by touching them on your little reader/scale or something, you know?
QR codes just everywhere. Just
Every spice
If it's
is a
vision,
QR code
yeah.
on top.
Put a little sticker on them. It doesn't even have to correlate to this is the sticker for time. It's just this is a sticker with a serial number on it, and you tell the computer ahead of time, like, this code means this is, lettuce or whatever. I don't know.
or it's just a red box and listens for your voice. What is that?
There you go.
Bananas.
I could see major applications for this in training on like a manufacturing line as well. Be a sweet training
That's
tool.
good.
People talk about, I think it was HoloLens and other augmented reality, Vision Pro ideas of like, I need to repair this motorcycle and put new spark plugs in. So I'm looking through augmented reality and it's showing the exploded diagram of where that part's going to be. And it's saying, go over to this side and putting arrows where I need to be and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. But like, there's no people who want to wear a VR headset for 9 hours a day on an assembly line in a hot factory, right? Like, there's got to be a better way to do this. And if you've got projectors and cameras, you're there.
Right. I've also seen this successfully used sort of in like a human dissection simulator in a university. They have like a table that's the size of a cadaver, but you can just re-dissect it unlike
Whoa.
a cadaver. So you can like, cut and peel and, put things back in whatever order. I'm sure it tells you when you got it right and got it wrong.
That's not where brains go.
Operation.
Yeah,
for real.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or
My bread basket.
goes when you get it wrong.
Did that cadaver's nose just light up? Pivoting, new pitch.
Turns into like
Full
Don't Wake
size.
Daddy, and just like sits all the way up.
Full size, real human scale operation on a cadaver. That's awful.
Terrifying, yes.
No, no. Food, kitchen, cooking, factory line, right.
Sorry.
That's
That's
so
not
good.
where you were taking.
No, that's great.
I think this is really good for like, you know, mise en place, like that whole concept of keeping everything in its place, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so like when you're cooking, if you have, this is where your potatoes go, they should stay there, right? When you're done, you move it over here. It's like this method of cooking where it keeps everything in order. You can use your projector to, like, when you're done, put it here on your counter. Move those books and toys off the counter so you have the room to, like, keep your space organized. It makes cleanup easier. It, like, actually, like, even if you're a good home chef, like, it'll actually make you a better one, right? That'd be cool.
It's like Scott's Gridfinity thing
Boom.
that you're
Yes.
on a kick for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Organizational, like, trays for everything. Don't we all want the cooking show, and here is exactly 2 tablespoons of salt in a beautiful little bowl, right? We're not going to get that. There's no way you're going to take the time to pre-measure everything out in a gorgeous matching cookware. So, what's the easiest next best thing? Well, what if it was shining it on an interactive, malleable projector surface? Yeah.
Man.
I like that. Probably clear bowls.
Sure.
Ooh. Yep.
Yes.
If you had a clear bowl and it was watching, you could be holding it, the camera's shining down, and you've got like a little like keep going indicator as you're pulling, and then, oh, it's just about, and stop. This is almost like a video game you've created for yourself. Like, how close, it's like WarioWare. How close can you get the thing chopped to diced, but not to minced, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you could make this a whole game.
And the messier you are, the less clear the instructions become as well. Because if you leave like flour and bits all over, all of a sudden you're cooking blind again.
Yeah. It punishes you.
Yeah.
Like, clean. Yeah. 30% counter must be visible. Yeah, that's fun.
This would be if you put ingredients out there and then it would come up with a recipe using those ingredients. So you like, here's all the stuff I got. Just lay it out on the counter.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And then
But
boom.
I've never seen it just cataloged like a, you know, here, look at it all and do it for me. You always have to like speak it or type it or something. That's cool. Let me throw a bunch of stuff on the counter and let the computer decide. Yeah.
Got some stuff I need to get rid of. Near expiration. Throw it on the counter.
Oh, there's expirations on them too. I see those lasagna noodles are going bad and you have stuff. What about breakfast lasagna? I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have considered that. Yeah, thank you, computer. You know, that's fun.
Yes, there we go. Breakfast lasagna. That would totally never cross my mind until I'd put it on a counter, right? Yeah,
I've had it once or twice, but yeah,
Someone-
right.
AI tells you.
And that's where like Instacart comes in. Because they're like, if you just hit order on these 3 ingredients, you could have this 5-course meal
Yeah,
right now.
Oh man.
The tie-in. Tap your counter over here to confirm purchase. Delivery in the hour.
Yes.
Slam your forehead right here.
Well, dear listener, if you are listening to this podcast terrified that any moment it's going to scream in your ear because you've been wasting time, thank you very much for sticking through. We hope that you don't have a jump scare in the next 3 minutes, and we hope you enjoyed yourself. And thank you so much, Della, for joining us. This was so fun.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Our website is spitball.show. There you can find links to our YouTube channel, other social media. Please email us comments, feedback, ideas. We would love to hear from you. We are podcast@spitball.show. That's also how you can follow us in the Fediverse, such as Mastodon. We are podcast@spitball.show, and we're on Blue Sky at spitball.show. Our subreddit is r/spitball show. Our intro-outro music is Swingers by Bonkers Beat Club. Please, if you wouldn't mind, listening while cooking on your cool augmented reality Tony Stark Jarvis kitchen, whatever you're listening on right now, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, please leave us a review. Whatever platform you're on, that is the best way for people to find out about the show. New episodes coming out in 2 weeks. We will see you then.